What's going on? Jonathan here with Boston Collectors, and this one is actually pretty exciting, so I'm looking forward to this one. But there is a caveat to it, which is, man, the BT sales are gonna drop. 2,000 pieces in select markets. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what make you think, okay, we're gonna drop one without the other. This is an R2-D2 C3PO type situation. So here we have 000, which I'm going to shorten it for Trip, which that's said in the comics. So if you know who this is, hey, shout out to you. If not, that's cool too. But 000 come from the comics, and this guy is, hey, listen, man, he kind of scary. The torture is a bit crazy, but I like this guy. He's awesome. The only thing though that turned me off from it is the fact that it's 2,000 pieces, and if I can't get one, then I'm probably going to have to let go of BT, but then that'll make me wonder if Sideshow's going to keep my NRD, because I'm not trying to have one without the other, but we'll see. So out the gate, we already have that die cast feature on it. Obviously, he comes from the comics, so he's going to be part of the VGM series. And man, look at this guy's hands. This is awesome. They didn't really have to do much in terms of R&D because it's a protocol droid. Even if he tortured victims, all they really had to do was change up the hands, but it's essentially C3PO with a different paint job and different hands. I'm not really expecting much here, so I'm not expecting like a body or anything crazy, but it's Trip, man. Like you gonna get your hands. You got a couple of static effects here from the hands there. It's about as far as you can go. I do wonder if these are going to be die cast as well, similar to how it was on R2-D2. It looks like that can actually rotate. That would be nice, but I wouldn't trip about it if it weren't. I do have another video coming out for Star Killer, which you all will see shortly. I think my only concern is that will these fall off easily because of the way that they're in, similar to the hands on Star Killer, which again, we'll touch on that shortly. Yeah, in terms of posability, I'm not really expecting much either. C3PO had that sort of, he walked kind of crazy, you know, he didn't have that kind of range of motion, so I'm not expecting much, but man, this guy's looking, he's looking sick. I do feel like the paint application should have been a little bit darker though, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like he's a bit more chrome than black, similar to BT here, who's got a bit of a darker color to his paint scheme. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not mad at it, but I do feel like it could have been a little darker at the same time. Man, they really juiced it up with the photos this time around. You can't do much, man. I'm trying to talk my way to the end card. Dang. All right, so here we are. We got the hands. That's usually the first thing I look at. This is respectable. We have the relaxed hands there. We have the electric hands, and we have the torture devices. This is about what you expect, man. Like, there's only so much. You have the red eyes, which that's cool to see. If this is bright as the C3PO head, that's going to be crazy in the display. I mean, this is about as easy as it gets. This was a quick one, man. The main talking point for this one, though, is the fact that it's limited. I don't think they should have done this. 2,000 pieces in select markets is kind of crazy, especially after you drop BT the day before. I don't know where their mind was at for that one. You give us BT without a limited quantity, and then you turn around and give us Trip with 2,000 pieces. I don't know, man. That's absurd. So I'm pretty sure Sideshow will do something maybe later on today where, if not at some point this week, they'll probably have a queue system where you have to RSVP, and if you're lucky, you're lucky, and if you're not, you're probably going to be in the same queue with me in customer service trying to let go of BT unless you like the look of that droid. Because let's face it, even if you don't like the comics, these characters don't have to represent who they are. BT could look great in an Imperial display without being BT. Same go for droids like K2SO, and it doesn't have to be Trip, nor does it have to be BT. So it's really up to the collector, but I'm not mad at anybody who would rather them look the part, which is the duo here. This is how it should look for me. So let us know what you think down below. If you feel like, you know, this is understandable. Do you feel like they both should have been limited? Do you not care because you don't know who they are? I'm actually open to hearing all sides on this one. And with that, this is Jonathan with Boston Collectors. Like this video for us, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you next time.